Passive. Passive is actually pretty easy. It just takes some practice. And then once you understand it and you get a hold of it, it becomes easy for you. So one person asked about passive in general, and one person asked about past perfect passive, which is a little bit tricky. But let's make it easy. So here is a passive example. I'll show you how we create a passive sentence or a passive phrase or verb, and then I will show you a past perfect example. Okay? First, passive is formed by using the verb to be plus the past participle. So the past participle never changes. You're changing this part of the verb, which is be, and most people know that. Is, was, will be, for example. This changes, and you know how to do that most likely. Past participle, you just learn it once for each verb and repeat it. Okay? Here's an example of turning a sentence from active to passive. First sentence, she had already washed the car by the time I saw it. So this is active because it's talking about what she actively did. What did she do? She washed the car. Second question is, because we're talking about past perfect, is what happened first? Did she wash the car first, or did I see it first? Because this is the purpose of past perfect. It tells about two things in the past, and it tells us which one happened first. So, what happened first? Saw it or washed it? The answer is, she washed it first, before I saw it. All right, so that means we use the past perfect form for this verb. She had already washed the car by the time I saw it. First and second. So how do we make the passive form of this sentence? Remember, we use to be, and we need to change this verb, and we use the past participle, which always stays the same. Okay? The past participle of wash is washed. And then the form of be we are using is past perfect, remember? What's the past perfect form of be? Had been. So we need had been washed. So here's our sentence. The car had already been washed by the time I saw it. And did you notice something else? This sentence started with she. Why? Because she is the active object in this sentence. She is actively doing something. She is washing the car. But what about the car? The car didn't do anything, right? Somebody did something to the car. So that car was passive. Passive means you're not actively doing anything. It's the opposite. So we switch the focus of the sentence from she, the active object, to the car, the passive object. And here's our sentence again. The car had already been washed by the time I saw it. Past perfect, passive.